Ever tried to record yourself using the rear camera of your phone and ended up with something like this? I'm sure you have struggled with this in the past. Maybe recording a YouTube video, doing a live stream, or perhaps just trying to take a high quality selfie. You may have found difficult to frame yourself while you're not looking at the iPhone screen. That's why we have here today this product here from a company called KingMa. It's called Smartphone Selfie Screen. And the version I got is the VL-PH05 Max. So who should buy this product? I believe people that are recording themselves using their smartphones. Of course, if you have a professional camera, you probably don't need this because you'll be using the monitor that comes with your camera. Maybe another use case, and I haven't tested this myself, is perhaps someone who wants to cut their own hair. I remember during the COVID days here in Melbourne, we couldn't go out, all the places were closed. I asked my wife to cut my hair, and the result was something like this. As you can see, it's not the best skin fade. So perhaps if you have someone cutting your hair or you cut your own hair, perhaps you can use this to see yourself and, make sure everything's going all right. All right, so let's check this monitor. So it comes with this package. So what's in the box? So obviously we got the monitor. We also have here the clip mount, so you can attach this to your tripod. We also have a small bag. We have two cables. So one cable is for charging and the other cable is for data transfer. And the nice thing about this device is the fact that it has two USB ports. So if you're using the cable for data transfer, for basically mirroring the screen, you can do that and attach to your phone, and you can at the same time charge the monitor. So I thought that was really nice, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to purchase this device over the other models. What I like about this device is the screen size. So this is a 5-inch screen, which is really important for me because when I'm recording myself, I'm probably, I would say, 2 arms length far from the camera. So I decided to go for a bigger screen size. Another reason why I decided to purchase this model is the battery capacity. So they claim that this device can last up to 2.5 hours. Another reason why I decided to buy this device is because of this clip mount. Most of the times that I'll be recording myself, I would be using my tripod. And of course, this can be attached to your tripod. And this has a magnet. And this also has a magnet. So you can simply... Some of the other models, I believe they also have a magnet, but that is to attach to the phone itself, which may be a good option if you're always on the go recording yourself. And finally, one other reason why I decided to buy this model is the ability to rotate the screen. So if you want to, record yourself on the other side, you don't actually need to, rotate the device itself. There's a button at the back and you can press that and that will rotate the screen. And the other button we have here is for mirroring the screen. So when you're recording with the rear camera, not exactly like a mirror, so you can press this button and it will mirror the screen. Now, some important considerations. If you plan to record yourself with 4K resolution, then it is highly recommended that you use a cable, because without the cable, you're gonna get a lot of lagging or latency. If you record yourself at 1080p, there is a little bit of latency if you don't use the cable, if you only use the, the wireless connection, but it's probably okay. But if you want to record 4K, then it's definitely really bad, and I wouldn't recommend using the wireless connection for recording at 4K resolution. In terms of the cable, if you have an iPhone 14, which is my case, and older, you need to use a USB-C to a Lightning cable. Maybe you have this cable in your house. I do have one, but this cable is attached to so many other cables at my desk. So what I decided to do was I decided to buy another cable, and this one is a bit smaller. So it's a USB-C to Lightning cable. And if you do that, shouldn't have any problems. Another consideration is, let's say you have recorded yourself and you are not using the cable, you're using the wireless connection. If you wanna play back the video, you may not be able to hear the audio. If you use the cable though, then you shouldn't have any problems. When you play back the video, you're gonna hear the audio from the speakers of your phone. Another thing is, if you don't have an iPhone, I would recommend that you check the website just to make sure that this works with Android as well. And last but not least, it seems a bit obvious, but it's good to mention that this is not a touchscreen device. Because it mirrors your phone, sometimes you would be like instinctively touching the screen and you quickly realize it's not a touchscreen, which is probably okay. I don't think it's a big deal. And these buttons can be really handy, especially this one, which allows you to take a shot or start your recording. There are other ways to start the recording. This product comes with a remote control, which is really nice. I guess another option to take a photo is to use your Apple Watch if you have one. Okay, so what should you consider before you buy these products? This is not the only way to make sure you are in frame. There are some probably free or some devices that you have in your house that can do probably the same thing. So the first and most obvious option is to use your Apple Watch. So you can basically wear the Apple Watch and see yourself. Another option would be for you to maybe attach your Apple Watch to your phone and then you can see yourself. The reasons why I didn't want to use that option was because I wanted to make sure I was looking at the camera. In the Apple Watch screen, at least my Apple Watch screen, it was too small. Another option is to mirror your phone to your MacBook if you got one. And that was really good option because the MacBook generally has a bigger screen. Another option is to mirror your phone to a TV that you have that supports AirPlay, or even if your TV doesn't support AirPlay, I'm sure you can buy devices. So all of these options don't require any special application. They work natively with the Apple ecosystem. If you wanna mirror your screen to an iPad, that can also work, but you need to use a third-party app. And I guess the final and the cheapest option is to have a mirror. All right, final thoughts. Is the KingMa PH05 Max worth it? I would say yes. It has tremendously helped me. I believe the screen size is probably good enough. I'm not being sponsored by this company, KingMa. I purchased this device with my own money. If you want to help me, there is an affiliate link down below. That's where I purchased this model. I would say that there are so many models, even from the same company, and I found a bit confusing to, understand the differences and compare the models. So if you want to go straight to the store and get the exact model that I got, then you can use the link. So what do you think about this product? Would you buy it for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time.